Welcome everybody back to the A.I.P channel where anything is possible. Tonight, we're going to talk about the Great Wall of Tartaria. For centuries, we've been fed the official story that this monumental structure was built by ancient Chinese dynasties to defend off nomadic invaders from the north. But what if I told you that was all a fabrication? What if the wall wasn't built to protect China from the north, but to shield a vast, advanced empire known as Tartaria from the southern aggressors? Today, we're deep diving into the evidence that proves Tartaria was real, a lost civilization of giants, free energy masters, and architectural geniuses, and that the so-called Great Wall of China is actually the Great Wall of Tartaria. We'll lean into the facts, the maps, and the anomalies and the suppressed records that mainstream historians don't want you to see. So please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let's get into the story. Let's start with the basics. Tartaria, or Great Tartary, wasn't some vague label on old maps. It was a sprawling empire stretching from Central Asia to Siberia, encompassing advanced societies that harness technologies we've only dreamed of rediscovering. Proponents like Anatoly Fomenko or Nikolai Lvovsky have pieced together a new chronology showing that history has been shortened and manipulated, hiding this utopia. Imagine a world where giants roam, building structures like the pyramids and the Taj Mahal, and yes, the Great Wall, not as defense against barbarians, but as boundaries for a harmonious, technologically superior realm. The evidence? It's everywhere once you know where to look. To understand the Great Wall's true origins, we must first uncover Tartaria itself. Old European maps from the 17th century onward label vast swaths of Asia as Tartaria or Great Tartari, not as a loose collection of tribes, but as a unified empire with borders clearly delineated. Look at a 1635 map. The border between China and Tartaria runs precisely along what we now call the Great Wall. This isn't coincidence. It's proof that the wall was Tartaria's southern frontier, built to keep out the expansionist forces from the south. Why hasn't Marco Polo mentioned the wall in his travels? He journeyed through Asia in the 13th century, yet his accounts are silent on this supposed Chinese marvel. If it was the Chinese defense against northern barbarians, he'd have seen it. But if it was Tartarian, built later or oriented differently, that silence makes sense. Polo was traversing Tartarian lands, where the wall faced south towards China. Tartarians weren't your average people. Evidence suggests they were tall, perhaps even giants, with white-skinned features, mastering free energy and atmospheric electricity. Their architecture? Ornate, dome buildings and star forts worldwide, including those misattributed to later eras. The Romanovs in Russia and Imperial China conspired to erase them, wiping out records through wars and mud floods, catastrophic events that buried cities on layers of soil, leaving basement windows and underground tunnels as clues. World wars, they destroyed lingering evidence, distorting timelines and labeled Tartaria's reign as the Dark Ages. These mud floods aren't myth. Look at the buildings with basement windows at street level, or structures built atop older ones. In cities like San Francisco, New York, Gilded Age edifices demolished suspiciously quickly were Tartarian remnants, not temporary fairgrounds. The Singer Building, the original Penn Station, Tartarian masterpieces, suppressed to hide free energy tech. Now let's zero in on the Great Wall itself. Official history claims it was built over 2,300 years by Chinese dynasties like the Qin and the Ming to repel northern nomads like the Mongols. But imagine the architecture. The steep sides and watchtowers face south toward China. If it were some northern defense, why do the battlements point inward? This inversion screams that it was built by Tartarians to contain or exclude southern invaders, the Chinese. Renovated sections have been altered to fit the narrative, but original parts reveal the truth. Entrances on the northern side, designed for Tartarian access. The scale alone defies primitive construction, over 13,000 miles long, with precision that suggests lost tech, not millions of slaves with basic tools. Tartarians used advanced methods, perhaps anti-gravity or sonic levitation, similar to those how they built the pyramids or Petra. And the Mongols? They weren't invaders. They were Tartarian descendants created post-destruction to occupy empty lands. Debunkers call this pseudo-history, but they're part of the cover-up. The Russian Geographical Society dismisses it as extremist fantasy, yet can't explain why maps consistently show Tartary as an empire, not a vague region. No historical evidence of Tartaria? That's because it was erased. Wars, resets, and rewritten books hit it, just like the giant trees theory, colossal stumps as buttes, remnants of a primordial world Tartarians knew. In mythology, Tartarians included giants and hybrid beings, echoing global legends of advanced lost races. The wall kept out not just humans, but perhaps other entities. Evidence from Peru's Great Wall shows similar megalithic styles, linking to a global Tartarian network. So let's pile on the proof. Videos and posts from truth communities show unrenovated wall sections with Tartarian symbols and orientations. Others highlight how the wall's footprint matches Tartaria's borders exactly. Then others discuss how the wall faced the wrong way for Chinese defense, supporting Tartarian origins. We do have archaeological anomalies, star forts along the wall, identical to those in Europe and America, built with impossible precision. Mudflood evidence is nearby regions, buried structures, and consistent timelines. Even the White House and Capitol, possible Tartarian designs, appropriated. Why the suppression? Power. Tartaria had free energy, no wars, harmony. Elitists could not allow that. They orchestrated resets, mudfloods, and historical rewrites. The Romanovs and Chinese empires divided the spoils, labeling Tartarians as Tartars or nomads. In conclusion, the Great Wall of Tartaria stands as a testament to a hidden empire, erased but not forgotten. The maps, the architecture, the silence, and the history all scream the truth. We believe because the evidence demands it. Question everything. Dig deeper. Tartaria is real, and reclaiming this knowledge could unlock our future. So what do y'all think? Read that as it is real. But do you think it is real? Do you think the possibility is there? As always, anything is possible. So go down in the comments and let me know what you think. Do you think Tartaria was a real place with real people? Have some of the stories been exaggerated? Maybe it was an empire, but it wasn't as advanced as they said it was. Are they putting Tartaria up there with Atlantis? Was Atlantis part of Tartaria? The questions are all over. But I hope you enjoyed this evening. And as always, make sure you check out all the links in the description. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that bell. Join the live streams. We have lots of fun and lots of chats. As always, y'all keep on keeping on. And the peace and the chicken grease. Y'all be good. Thank you.